Hi, and welcome to Yoga by Rai. My name's Riley. Before we begin, take a moment, get a couple of blocks or any tool that would feel good for you to use during your practice. If you have any injuries, feel free to take any adjustment you need. Today's class will run about 60 minutes and it will be a Vinyasa flow. Take from this class what you need in your practice today and listen to your body. Now we're going to get started in child pose, and as we meet there, be aware that if at any point you need to take rest, child pose is always a safe place to be. I encourage you to take any resting pose you need. Now gently close the eyes and begin to slowly breathe in and out through the nose. And as you take those breaths, if you'd like to take this time to dedicate your practice to something or someone, please feel free to do so. That someone could be yourself. Clear the mind, let go of everything else, be here for just you. These next 60 minutes are yours. Now let's begin. Come up to a tabletop position. Keep the shoulders over your wrists and hips over your knees. Allow your spine to round as you drop your chin to your chest. Inhale into cat pose. Exhale. Drop your belly towards the mat and bring your gaze up towards the sky. Pull your shoulder blades together and open the chest. Cow. Continue to flow in and out of cat and cow on your own, using your breath to guide you in and out of the pose. Keep your movements slow, take any adjustment you need. And on that next exhale, gently come back into child pose. Sink the hips towards the heels, extend your arms out in front of you or along your side, whatever feels good. Breathe here for a few breaths. Feel the mat supporting your body. Now come back to the hands and knees into tabletop. We're going to work into balancing table. Engage the core. Draw your right arm out and your left leg straight back. Imagine a long line of energy running between the fingers and toes. Keep that left arm firm. And breathe through it. Now bring the arm and the leg together and come back into tabletop. Prepare for the left side. Now bring your left arm forward and the right leg back. And again, feel that line of energy and breathe into it. Keep the core strong. And on that next exhale, bring your knee and your elbow together. And meet me in tabletop. Sink those heels towards the ground and pull the hips up towards the sky. You can stay here, you can find any movement that feels good to you. You can bend your knees one at a time. You can pedal your heels toward the ground. Now slowly walk your feet towards your hands and reach your arms towards your mat, your feet, ankles, or shins. Just keep a slight bend in the knees. If you feel tension in the lower back and the hamstrings, let that head get heavy. Relax, let go. You can use your block here if you need. take a moment, any fold you like. Fold the arms, you can grab the toes. We're gonna take a halfway lift though, and then fold all the way through. And then slowly come up into mountain pose. Take a breath, reset, and now we'll come into upward salute. Bring the hands over the head, interlock your fingers, release your index finger and cross your thumbs. Keep a tight grip throughout the posture. Elbows locked, bring the arms to touch the ears, and lean into that right side. Try to make an L shape with the body. Keep the shoulders aligned, and breathe through. Keep that grip, and we're going to go over to the other side. Continue to be aware of the shoulders. Keep the hips in line. And breathe. Now as we come back to the center, maybe you want to take a quick backward bend with me. And after that, we're going to fold down to the ground. Let it go. We'll do a halfway lift, fold again, and then slowly bring it up into mountain pose. Now we'll prepare for eagle. Lift the arms over the head, bring your right arm under your left. Try to bring the palms together, thumbs toward the face. And we're gonna sit down into a chair, and you're gonna lift that right leg over the left. Try to wrap that foot behind the calf. Try to sit, keep the upper body straight, and breathe. Change. Now we'll prepare for the left. Try to get as low as you can. Bring that left leg as high as you can. And sit deep into that chair. Remember to breathe. And as we release, bring the arms back over the head and fold down. If you'd like to take your first Vinyasa Chaturanga with me, come on through. We're gonna meet in downward dog. Pedal it out, whatever feels good here, but we're gonna bring that right leg up. And bring it on through into low lunge. Sweep the arms up to the sky. If you'd like to keep them together, you can. Maybe try to separate them. You can drop to one side, try to stretch out. Whatever feels good in this low lunge pose. Just try to open up those hips. And we'll come back for a quick hamstring stretch. And bring it back into downward dog. Pedal out those feet. Shake it out if you need. We're gonna take it on the left. Left leg up. Move it out if you need. Maybe left to right. Maybe some little circles here, but bring it on through. Come back into that low lunge. And again, take what you need with the upper body. Just try to open up that chest, open up those hips. And you can release, little hamstring stretch, and meet me back in downward facing dog. And after you've had a minute here, come into plank pose for me. We're going to do a couple plank to jags, back and forth, right to left, left to right, just to heat up the core as we prepare for our peak poses. Maybe you want to take a chaturanga. Whatever you decide, meet me in downward dog and bring that right leg up and through crescent lunge. You can drop that left knee if you need. You can keep the arms overhead. You can bring them to center chest. Just breathe as that hip opens. Fold over that right knee, come back into downward dog. Shake it out if you need. Do the left side. Come on through. It might feel totally different one side of the next. You'll see that in my practice for sure. Can be different every day. Doesn't matter what it looks like, just matters that we practice. Breathe through that lunge. Fold over that leg. Meet me in downward dog. Okay. Bring that right leg up, shake it out. We fold it over. You can take your wild thing if you'd like. We'll do the same on the left. And we'll meet back in downward dog. Walk those feet to the hands. Gently fold over, come up into your mountain pose slowly. Bring the hands overhead into heart center. Now flow with me. Fold over, halfway lift, fold, chaturanga. And you can go upward dog, you can drop the legs, but meet me in downward dog. This will be our flow sequence. And bring that right leg up and forward into warrior one. Back foot should be about 45 degrees. Front knees should be bent 90 or as best you can. Just try to keep those hips square. And now fold over into that right leg into warrior three. Breathe through it. And we'll flow through into downward dog. Now we'll take it on the left side. Again, it can feel totally different. If you have to move that back leg out a little bit to keep those hips square, feel free to do so. The right side is a little bit tighter for me, so you see I'm not even quite square here. You can take any adjustment though, drop the arms if you want. And then fold over into Warrior 3. We're going to flow through. Meet me in Downward Dog. Now walk the hands to feet. Halfway lift. You can fold over. Take anything you like here. Fold the arms. You can bring hands behind the neck. And on that next one, slowly come up into mountain pose. Bring the arms overhead. Maybe shake them out. Take a moment, reset. Take a breath, and now meet me in chair pose. Fold over. Now we're going to come back into Warrior 2. So bring that left leg back and then cartwheel through. Reverse into Peaceful Warrior. As you do, try to keep that right leg bent. And we'll breathe through into Extended Side Angle. As we move back into Peaceful Warrior, straighten that right leg. You can bring the left in a little bit if you'd like. We're going to prepare for our triangle pose. Straighten the arms. Drop down on that right side. Try to keep the shoulders aligned. Keep the hips aligned. Stretch that body as much as you can. If you can't get that right arm all the way down, you can rest it on the shin or the knee, whatever feels good. Just breathe. Now we'll change back into Peaceful Warrior. Come into Warrior 2 one more time. Try to sink deep. Cartwheel the arms through into our flow. Meet me in Downward Dog. Now you can walk through into your forward fold. Come up halfway, and fold deep, let that head get heavy. And then slowly rise up into mountain pose. Bring the hands overhead, and then to heart center. Now you can bring them to the side, take a breath here. We'll reset, prepare for the other side. Meet me in chair pose. And breathe through. Try to see those toes. And fold over. Okay, now drop that right leg back and come into warrior two, left side. Take a minute, try to get your alignment, your balance if you need. And sink deep. Come into peaceful warrior. Stretch that side body. And move into your extended side angle. And as we reverse back into peaceful warrior, we'll straighten that left leg and get ready for our triangle. Again, you can bring that right foot in if you need a little bit. Again, straighten the arms. Keep the shoulders and the hips in line. Drop that left arm down. Bring it to the leg. Try to just breathe through this pose. Feel a lot of stretching on that right side body. Now come back into reverse. And warrior two one more time. And we'll flow through. Meet me in downward dog. And now we're going to bring, again, the feet to the hands, and we'll fold over. And then slowly rise up into your mountain pose. Hands overhead, heart center. Now we're going to take a quarter turn. Spread the legs about 3 to 4 feet apart and bring the arms to a T. We're going to come into our forward fold and just slowly let that upper body drop down. Bring those hands to your feet if you can. You can bring them out in front of you. You can walk them back. Whatever feels good, just try to keep the strength in your legs and let that upper body get heavy. Try to get that forehead as close to the ground as you can here. Okay, if you want to take any adjustment here, feel free to do so. You can skandasana if you'd like. You can hold. One more breath. And we'll come up slowly. Use the core. Now you can come back into your mountain pose. We're going to get ready for tree. So bring that right leg up 90 degrees. If you'd like to take a little twist here, whatever feels good. And after we've gotten our balance, let's then bring that right leg up. You can use the support of the left arm if you'd like. You can bring it to your thigh. You can bring right hand to heart center, whatever feels good. Tree can take a lot of forms, a lot of variations. If you'd like to try to come into your toe stand, you can take a moment and do so. Wherever you're at, just breathe through the pose. And on that next breath, you can let that leg go, shake it out, and get ready for the left side. Left leg up. And again, if you'd like to take a little twist here, just try to open that body, the shoulder blades, the chest. Meet me in tree. Take what you need here. I'm usually better on this side, but my hips were pretty tight. Okay, and on that next breath, let it go, shake it out. We'll come back to the right side, bring that right leg up, make it 90 degrees again. But then bring the hands underneath the foot and interlock all fingers and thumbs. Come into head to knee. You can stay in this position if you'd like, or if you're gonna kick out with me, come kick out. And release it on that next breath. All right, we'll come into the left side. And again, if you're gonna kick out with me, on the next exhale breath, kick out. Hold it there for just a moment, and we'll release. All right, take a second, shake it out. This time we're gonna come into goddess pose. Toes pointed outward, and just try to sink down as deep into that as you can. Maybe bring the elbows between the knees. You can stay a little bit more upright if you'd like a little bit more of a gentle goddess. Just breathe into that. Feel the deep stretch in the inner hips. And on that next breath, we'll bring it up. Come back to center. All right, you can shake it out. Come to our sun salute. You can flow. Chaturanga, upward dog. However you get there, meet me in downward dog. Pedal out those knees for a second. And then we'll come to the front of the mat, into a seated position. Take a few easy breaths here. And in your own time, bring it down to your back. We're going to come into reclined bound angle. Bring those feet together, make kind of a butterfly with the legs. And just relax here. Just breathe here. And on that next breath, slowly bring the legs up. You can use the hands for support. Bring the heels to the outside of the mat and just windshield wiper those legs out. Just slow and gentle here. And after you've had a second, come back into your resting pose, straighten the legs, bring the hands overhead, and we're gonna sit up. Come into our forward fold. Reach for those toes. You can rest the hands on the knees, the shins. You can bring them underneath the calves, to your heels, whatever feels good. Just try to let that upper body get heavy and fold over. You want to think forehead to foot. It's going to look different every day. You can rock back and forth if that feels good. Just try to take a few deep breaths here. And you can release and slowly come back down. And as soon as you get down there, sit up, come on through. Chaturanga, meet me in downward dog. Now again, come to the knees. This time we're going to prepare for our fixed firm. Now your knees can be together touching each other, or they can be spread apart as wide as you need. Just make sure the heels are wide enough so that the butt can fit all the way through and touch the ground. If this is enough for you, you can stay right here. But if you want to lean back, you can come with me. Bring the arms overhead. Just try to breathe here. And on that next breath, you can come up. Nice and slow. Take your time to shake it out. You don't have to flow through, but however you get there, meet me in downward dog. And then we're gonna come through under our knees again. This time we'll prepare for camel pose. Take a minute. Hands to your back, fingers pointing to the ground. Knees and ankles about 2 fist width apart. And then you just want to drop back and let that head get heavy. Push those hips forward. Deep breaths. If you want to reach for the heels to lean back a little further, you can. Just breathe through this pose. And on that next breath, let it go. And we'll come into child pose. Might feel a little dizzy after this one. Really gets deep into the hips. Take a few deep breaths. Take a moment, reset. We are almost there. And in your own time, again, you can flow through, but meet me in downward dog, and then come through to a seat. We're gonna lay on the back. We're gonna come into our bridge pose here. You can use the hands, the elbows as support for that lower back. Help let it go. Just try to keep the strength in those thighs. And bring those knees as close together as you can. Okay, and as we let it go, come sit up. And you can come right back down. I'm gonna turn around just to show the wheel pose, but we're gonna do another bridge. If you'd like to stay in bridge pose, that's perfectly fine. If you wanna come with me into wheel, here we go. Just a few quick breaths here. And gently bring it down. And sit up one more time. Again, you can flow with me. Meet me in downward dog. Come through again to a seated position. Bring it into boat pose and slowly bring it down. Bring your legs in 90 degrees. You can use the hands as support if you want to bring them to the sacrum, but we're just going to lift our legs straight up to the air. Heels to the sky. Try to bring some blood back to the upper body, to the heart. And then we're going to do just a little bit of core work here. We'll start with the right leg if you want to bring that down. Slowly. We're going to go up and down 10 times, both legs here. Go at your own pace. And release the legs. Bring those knees in, hug them. Wind remover. You can lay still, you can rock back and forth if that feels good. In any case, release that left leg. Wrap the hands around the right shin. Try to bring it into the shoulder. Try to keep that left leg on the ground. Just feel that psoas and the iliacus and the front hip flexor. Now we'll release and we'll do the left leg. Remember to breathe through. On that next breath, we'll let it go. We'll come into happy baby. If you want to grab the outsides of your feet, the big toes, whatever feels good here. You can lie still, you can rock back and forth. You can bring one leg in, one leg out. And on that next breath, we're gonna let it go. Legs out straight, lie flat on the back. Arms over the head, we're gonna sit up. And we'll come to the bellies. If you'd like to flow through with me, we'll do another chaturanga. Come to downward dog. And if you'd like to plank, we're gonna lower as slow as we can here. Maybe try a 5 count. Meet me on the belly. And we're gonna take low cobra. And as you breathe in, lift that upper body up. You want your chest off the mat. You want to use the back here, so don't have a lot of weight in those hands. Just try to breathe through. With each inhale, try to come up a little bit higher if you can, and then let it go. Now we'll come right into locust pose. Bring those arms underneath the body, palms facing the mat. And just breathe in. We're gonna lift those legs up. And you want your weight to be in the chest here, so you really want to be folding over on those arms. We're just gonna breathe through, and on that next breath, let those legs go. And you can remove the arms. We're gonna come into full locust now. So bring them out like airplane wings to the sides. And on that next inhale breath, bring the arms up, feet together, legs up. Try to bring everything off the mat except the pelvis, and let it go. We'll come into bow pose. And you want to try to kick out with those legs as much as you can. The arms just are acting as rubber bands, basically. And let that go. And however you would like, meet me in a comfortable seated position. If you want to flow through with me one more time. Take a minute, reset. We'll come back down to our backs. This time we're going to prepare for our spine twist. Bring those legs up 90 degrees and just slowly fold them over to the right side. Take any adjustment here that feels good. You can bring the arms out to a T. Just breathe into that left side body. And bring knees back to center. We will slowly drop them over to the left side now. This should just be a very relaxing, gentle posture for you. And on that next breath, release. You can windshield wipe the legs out if you'd like. We're going to meet in Savasana. I want you to just take this time, recenter your mind, think of all the work that you just put in, and then let it go. I'm going to be quiet now. This time is for you. It's your meditative rest. It's your practice. awareness back to the body. Maybe move the hands, the feet. Slowly, in your own time. Whatever feels good, you can come up into an easy seated position. And as we meet there, I'd like you to bring your hands overhead one more time and down to heart center. Take a moment. Give grace to yourself for showing up on your mat today, for putting this time in. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. I hope to practice with you again soon. Namaste.